What's a good glamour? I wonder if this is better. Whoop. Hey guys. So yeah, you've caught me trying to do the real endgame. So yeah, that's what I've been doing. Oh my god. This game has been out for 10 years, and not once in those 10 years have I really gotten into the real endgame. So yeah, talking about games, especially MMOs, my endgame has always been raiding and doing the hardest content in the game and trying to beat it as quick as possible. Obviously, with IRL stuff, it's not like a reality for me to like race to like world first and stuff like that, right? But yeah, this is like the first time ever that I've really gotten into like glamours and stuff. Even back, all the way back to Realm Reborn. Obviously, glamour wasn't a big thing then because there was no glamour prisms. But when it was first announced, I kind of just used the artifact armors usually for the job that I've been maining, or whichever job I'm playing. I kind of just use it, or I just kind of use the I suppose the tome armors, if that makes sense. If I can't get the savage or the raid drops, and that's the extent of my glamoring life. It's either I like the tome armors and I end up just using whatever that is, or I end up just using glamour prism on the artifact armors that I actually like. I remember vividly in Stormblood, I didn't like the tome armor or the artifact armors then for monk, so I ended up using the ones from Heaven's Ward for a very long time, and that's basically what I wore. And that was for my monk. And it's just one of those things that I didn't really pay attention too much on, and I'm not sure if it's something that I was going to get into. But this time around, my wife told me, why don't you look at some glamours? And once I started looking and liking stuff, I just couldn't stop. And thank God that we are going to be getting in an extension from 400 items to 800, because I am right now, I think I'm on, I believe I'm about like 330, and that's only been like in a few weeks. I'm sure some other people will probably fill that up much quicker than I have, but for someone who didn't really pay attention to like glamours and stuff, it just ended up happening. I ended up even buying stuff from the Mog Station because I really liked one particular glamour, and I needed that particular outfit, well, a part of that outfit to make it work, because there was no other way for me to make, to, I suppose, to copy it in a way with just like in-game items. And I just couldn't believe it. I mean, I do want to support the game, and I've never ever bought anything from Mog Station since the game came out. This was the first time that I was actually buying something from the Mog Station. If I did buy something from the Mog Station, it was basically for my wife. If she liked something like a mount or something like that, I would get it for her. And it has to be a special occasion as well. But in saying that, yeah, it's a big surprise for me to actually be doing this and actually going into dungeons and looking for that piece of item because I need it for my glam. Like, I remember running the Shadowbringers dungeon. What was the name? The last, the levels, would it be 79 dungeon? The one just before Mount Gog. That's it, Mount Gog. Running that with my wife multiple times because the sword, I needed to get the sword, the Dark Knight sword there, because it looked really cool in this glamour that I saw on Eorzea collection. And I ended up not liking the whole glamour thing. Once I actually put it together, I was like, oh, maybe not. But you know, and now I'm looking for particular items, like running them, and I'm glad I leveled my warrior. And if you guys didn't watch my warrior impressions, basically, you know, I really like warrior. It's a tank for me this patch. So anyway, yeah, it's, I don't know how, if there's anyone watching this that you know, have been at this game for this long, and how are you guys managing with the lack of, I suppose, space, inventory space, right? But I'm sure there's more than 400 armors out there that you probably want to put in your glamour dresser. As for me, I actually had to get an extra retainer for when I was leveling my crafters. I still have it. I still have stuff on it, and that's usually the extent of my retainers. But I might have to chuck items out, and at this rate anyway. But I'm hoping that I would be satisfied with just what I have right now. But I doubt it very much. The other thing is, when they announced they were extending the glamour dresser to 800 items, and then I was kind of disappointed that the plates were just for 20. I would have liked it if they made extra more plates, because I think that's the biggest limiting factor as well. One of the biggest, obviously. I would have liked it if they made it to 30 or doubled it right now. But 15 to 20 is, I think, is a little bit short. But you know, I'm sure there are others. I think I would be okay-ish, I'm hoping, with just 20. But there are some things that I'm like, oh yeah, I really like this. I don't want to keep removing them. And that's where I'm at right now. I'm removing some stuff to make way for new stuff. But I'm sure other people would probably want more than 20 glamour plates. I personally do. I just think I need more, but I'm not sure if I actually will need more than 20. But yeah, in any case, I've finally been sucked into the real end game in Final Fantasy XIV, and I'm actually enjoying it. You know, I would probably enjoy it more if more people would join me to go in the dungeons and hunt stuff. But I know right now in the server there's a lot of new people just trying to get into the end game, especially in Oceania. Being in Oceania right now, there's a lot of new players trying it out for the first time, and a lot of players who came from other servers who wanted to try, you know, other things and stuff like that. I'm not really sure, but to be honest, the Oceanic server has a very low rating scene by the looks of it. It's just very hard to fill out the party finder, and this is like one good way for me to kill some time. No, but anyway, yeah, that's basically what this video is about. For me, confessing that I'm finally here, guys. I'm finally at the real end game. Anyway, guys, that's it for this video. Please remember to click like and subscribe if you haven't already. It does help the channel and would really appreciate it if you do. And follow me on Twitter and on Facebook at Munchkins Gaming. This is Munchkins logging off. Before I do go, leave down in the comments below, when did you realize you were at the real end game? Let me know down in the comments below. And yeah, this is Munchkins logging off. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next level.